week of angles. This week we are going to construct angles, which just means to draw them, but we use fancy terms here. So we're going to construct an angle, and the first one we're going to work on is an angle measuring 60 degrees. And pretty much this goes back to what we did last week. We're going to take our protractor and we're going to line it up at the vertex right there, wherever our line ends. And then I like to take my pencil, find the 60-degree mark, which is right there, and just make a point right there, or a line that lines up right at the 60-degree mark. And then I move this out of the way. You guys can use your rulers, of course, or the edge of the protractor. I'm just going to take one of these fancy lines here and line it up. And now I have an angle that measures 60 degrees.
All right.
So not too bad. You guys should be able to figure that out. You want to try one?
I do.
Let's look at our second example.
Construct a right angle. Now I remember a right angle is always the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it's going to be 90 degrees every
Right.
time. Anytime you're going to draw a right angle. So, whoop. We can't, there we go. All right, so I'm going to line it up again.
You protractors are much more compliant.
And 90 degrees, I know, is going to be right here. Oh,
If you go from the top down, it will draw.
okay. There's
There.
90. Right there. So I'm going to move my protractor away. And get one of these. Just draw it straight down. And then if you remember, whenever we have a 90-degree angle, we can draw that little box inside. And we know that's 90 degrees.
Fantastic.
All right.
Let's see what else we have to draw this week. We have here an angle that measures 147. So I know it's going to be an obtuse angle. And for the first time, we're actually going to have to look at like the little numbers. All the other ones lined up so well. So I'm going to go on the inside all the way out to, there's 140. 1, 2, 3, 4, 145, 6, 7. So 2 small ticks past the bigger one. Right there. Connect that up. Yeah. And I have an angle measuring 147 degrees, and it should look about that. And if you look at your angles, by looking at the degrees, you should know, is it right, is it straight, is it acute, is it obtuse? And then this is clearly an obtuse angle, so you know that you're on the right track. You can double check your work.
Yep.
And our last one looks like a fun one. Construct an acute angle. Be sure to label the degrees.
All right. So I'm just going to make my own angle, and then I'm going to measure it to see how many degrees it is. So I know acute is going to be closer this way because it's going to be the smaller one. So there we go. So that's going to be my acute angle, and I'm going to want to measure right in here. So now I'm going to get my protractor. Line it up. There we go. And I'm going to look and see how many degrees it measures. And it looks like it's about 49 degrees. It's almost 50, but not quite. All right.
Awesome. I think those are all the skills we will need for the angle unit that we're doing. And hopefully this helped you remember a lot of the things that you did in the lower grades. And we will see you soon. Bye.
Bye, friends.